Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Before starting today's video, I want to clear that last time we learned about IT inventors. All IT inventors and their invention. Okay. Now in this part, in today's video, I am going to explain you about computers and generation of computers. I hope whatever I explain you will clear to you and got the points what I am explaining you. So let's begin chapter number 1, evolution of computer, and part 3. So first one, Howard Aiken. Howard Aiken was the primary engineer in IBM who developed the first automatic sequence controlled calculator. Howard Aiken, person name. He was the primary engineer in IBM who developed the first automatic sequence control calculator. Not a computer, it is not a computer. It was automatic sequence control calculator because whenever computer invented, that at that time computer used for complex calculation only, not for today's how today's computer work, like for documentation, for making a bill, for drawing, for making entertainment, animations and everything. That time computer was used only for complex calculation. Okay, so before invention of computer, calculator was invented, and the first automatic sequence control calculator was the Mark I. On the right hand side you can see the picture of Mark I calculator. Do you think this calculator is the big one? Then how big computer was? Okay, so it in 1944 Mark I calculator was big, as much big like this, than how big computer was. Okay, so it was capable to execute long computation automatically. What it can do? It was capable of execute long computation automatically, means automatically it can do long computation calculation. Okay, now the ENIAC. What is ENIAC? Full form of ENIAC is Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. This is a full form of ENIAC. What is this ENIAC? So the first general purpose electronic digital computer. This was after that Mark I calculator. This ENIAC was the first general purpose electronic digital computer, and it was invented by John Mauchly and J. Presper Eckert in 1946. In 1944, Mark I was invented. Then in 1946, ENIAC was invented. It consisted of 18,000 vacuum tubes and was 1,000 times faster than the Mark I. Okay. Now it consisted of 18,000 vacuum tube. What is a vacuum tube? Vacuum tube work as a circuit in a computer system. Now in today's computer, there is one circuit in a computer. Now think about it. If any computer, 18,000 vacuum tubes were there, so how big it was? And if you want to see, on the right hand side you can see the picture of ENIAC. How big it was, just like a one room. Now you got it, that why general people cannot use these computers. Only and only scientists, engineers and mathematicians can use this computer. Understood this point? That's why, because it was used by only and only that person, scientists, engineers and mathematicians. It was not used by us. Okay. Now it was 1,000 times faster than the Mark I also. Mark I also faster, but this ENIAC was also 1,000 times faster than the Mark I. It could add two large numbers in 200 microseconds. It can calculate two large numbers in 200 microseconds. Now the second competitor was UNIVAC 1. So here is the UNIVAC 1, and the full form of UNIVAC 1 was Universal Automatic Computer 1. Now UNIVAC 1 was the world's first commercially available computer. First commercially available means that this from UNIVAC 1, this was the computer only which started to sell in the market. Okay, which started to invent for a selling purpose only. Okay, that's why it is written here like that. It was the world's first commercially available computer for a selling purpose. Okay, and it was also designed by J. Presper Eckert and John Moseley in 1951 after 6 years of ENIAC. Okay, now it was also the first computer to handle both numeric and text data. Numeric data means you can type numbers in this computer as well as text also, like alphabet, words, sentence also. It means that this was the first computer to handle both numeric and text data. It was also the first computer to come equipped with magnetic tape unit and to use buffer memory. It means it was only also the first computer which is come equipped with magnetic tape. Magnetic tape is an external device which is used for storage purpose, storing data. Okay, and to use buffer memory. On the right hand side you can see the UNIVAC 1. It was not big but not as much small as today's computer. Okay, but it was only the first computer which is available for commercially available computer for a selling purpose. Okay, now next thing, generation of computers. Evolution of present day computer means present day evolution means to present day computer evaluated is commonly classified into generation of computer. Each new generation resulted in the following changes. Whenever the new generation changed, the following changes occurred. Something increased in next generation, new generation, something decreased in new generation. What increase? So whenever the generation changed, speed, storage capacity and reliability increased. And what decreased? So whenever the new generation come, the cost of that computer was low. Okay, cheap as per the last generation. Okay, the new generation, whenever the new generation come, it was cheaper than the last generation computer, and even small in the size, means cost and size decrease whenever the generation change. Okay, so here how many generations computers are there? 5 generation computers are there. First generation computer, second generation computer, third generation computer and fourth generation computer. So first we are going on a first generation computer. First generation computer was invented in the year 1940 to 1956. Vacuum tubes used as a circuit. Vacuum tubes used as a circuit in a first generation computer. How you can give input in this computer system? जैसे कि आज के कंप्यूटर में हम कीबोर्ड और माउस से इनपुट देते हैं, just like that. In first generation computer you can give input by the punch card and paper taps. How you get the output? You get the output through directly from the printout. There were no monitor screen. Okay. Now the next is external storage devices. Magnetic tape was used in a external storage as a external storage devices. Which language it understand? Machine language and assembly language it can understand. Which computers are there in a first generation computer? So UNIVAC, ENIAC and EDVAC. These 3 computers are first generation computers. Now let's go to second generation computer. Second generation computer period time was 1956 to 63. Now as a circuit, transistors were used. दिस ऑल थिंग यू मस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट फर्स्ट जनरेशन में एज अ सर्किट क्या यूज़ होता था, सेकेंड जनरेशन में क्या यूज़ होता था एंड थर्ड जनरेशन में क्या यूज़ होता था, बिकॉज द क्वेश्चन इज देयर इन योर exercise. Okay, so in second generation computer, transistors were used as a circuit. How you give data input? You will give data input by the punch card and paper tape, same as the first generation. Same, there were no monitors, so you will directly get the output through the printouts. Same, magnetic tapes used as an external storage device, but the language used in a second generation was Fortran, COBOL, BASIC and PL1. The computers of second generation computer was IBM 4000 and 700 series and IBM 350. This is a second generation computer. Now the third generation computer. Third generation computer period time was 1964 to 71. In this computer, integrated circuit means IC is used as a circuitry, and in a third generation computer keyboard was invented, and you give input in a third generation computer by the keyboard. You get the output through the monitor, means monitor also invented in this generation, and you get the output on a monitor screen. Now in this external storage device also you get the output, you get as an external storage device magnetic tape. Now the languages are used in the third generation computer was sophisticated OS were used, Pascal, Fortran, COBOL and RPG. These all are computer languages. Okay, so third generation computer used this all language. IBM System 36, 360, Apple I and Altair. These all are computers of third generation computer. Now the fourth generation computer was 1972 to present, means that right now also you can use fourth generation computer. Okay, in this one circuit microprocessor or VLSI microprocessor, this you can see in all computer system. You see this picture, ये एज अ सर्किट यूज होता है जिसको बोलते हैं VLSI और माइक्रो प्रोसेसर. हाउ यू गिव इनपुट इन टूडेज कंप्यूटर, प्रेजेंट डे कंप्यूटर, बाय कीबोर्ड, mouse, scanner, etc. This is common, right? In today's computer you get the output through the monitor, printer and speaker, because right now keyboard, mouse, scanner, monitor, printer, speaker, everything was invented, right? Now external storage device, magnetic disk with a higher capacity, and which language used in this computer. So use of special software for maintaining large database, RDBMS, C++. In 1985, these all languages are used in today's computer. Now what are the example of this fourth generation computer? So Cray 1.2, Apple II and VEX 9000. These are the example of third generation computer. Now the fifth generation computer, present and beyond. Right now also it is invented, and in future also. What is this fifth generation? We are not whatever the computer we are using, that one fourth generation computer, but fifth generation computer was artificial intelligence, means robot. Fifth generation computer is robot. Which circuit is used? So with artificial intelligence, okay, and with how you give the input into the robot. So optical fiber technology to handle artificial intelligence, capacity to think and reason. Do you all know about robot? How they all are? They can think. They have they are so much intelligence also. They have capacity to think and give the reason. Okay, they can speak with you. Okay, now which language they can understand? So they can understand human language, means whatever you are speaking, means human speaking, robot can understand. How they recognize? Person recognize patterns like face and other complex images through scanning. You already seen it is all things in a movies and everything. Okay, that how robots scan you and scanning your face and patterns and think directly they get your name, age and everything, right? So which language they can understand? Understand human speech, whatever the human speaking like English, Gujarati, Hindi. Humans language also understand. Even it can recognize patterns like faces and other complex images. Also, this is the language of the fifth generation computer, means robot. So, how many generation of computers are there? 5 generation: first, second, third, fourth, and fifth generation computer. In a first generation computer, vacuum tube used as a circuit. Punch card and paper taps are used as a data input. You get the output from the printout. Okay. Second generation computer, transistors used as a circuit. Same as the first generation, punch card and paper taps used as an input and printouts are used as a output. Third generation computer use integrated circuit, means IC as in circuitry. Keyboard invented in a third generation computer, so you give input in a third generation computer by keyboard and output by a monitor. Fourth generation computer, which we use right now, and it use microprocessor or VLSI as a circuit. You give input because in today's generation, means whatever the computer you are using right now, you have a keyboard, mouse, scanner, monitor, printers, speaker, everything is there. So you give input through keyboard, mouse, scanner. You get the output from monitor, printers, and speaker. Fifth generation computer is a artificial intelligence, means robotics. Okay, optical fiber technology to handle artificial intelligence capacity to think and reason. And which language robot can understand? So robot understand human language. It recognize patterns like a face and other complex images. Okay everyone, so here today's video over. In the next video I will explain you, I will come with types of computer, and that will be a last part of your chapter. Okay, till then stay safe and stay healthy. Bye everyone.